Alright, so today we're going to talk about a guy who, only happened to be the spiritual leader of over 1 billion people. No big deal, right? We're talking about Pope Francis. Yep, the grandpa in white robes everyone loves to post on Instagram. So grab your coffee, park yourself somewhere, because we're about to go through everything he did. And yeah, the moment he kicked the bucket. No drama, no broken heart emojis. Life happens, buddy. Let's roll. Who was Pope Francis? Before he was the adorable pope of the internet, his name was Jorge Mario Bergoglio, born in Argentina in 1936. Yep, the man was Argentinian. And you thought Maradona was their top export. Son of Italian immigrants, Jorge grew up in a simple home and decided he wanted to become a priest, because that's every young kid's dream, either football star or priest, or both. Who knows? He became a Jesuit, which is like the hardcore version of priesthood, not just praying, but studying, teaching, traveling the world, and taking real vows of poverty, not that half-baked kind. The big plot twist, he became Pope. In 2013, after Pope Benedict XVI basically said, "I'm out," and resigned, the Vatican hosted its version of reality TV, the Conclave. A bunch of cardinals locked themselves in and eventually picked Jorge as the new pope. He chose the name Francis after St. Francis of Assisi, who was basically the most hardcore minimalist ever, sold everything, hung out with the poor, chilled with street dogs. Ultimate humility. What Pope Francis did, the man was busy, okay? First off, let's be real. The guy showed up smashing protocols left and right. Ditched the luxury. Pope Francis said goodbye to armored luxury cars and rolled around in a beat-up Renault, the kind your uncle probably drives. Lived in a tiny apartment instead of the massive apostolic palace. Basically, I'm poor, but make it fashion. Change the conversation on politics and inclusion. While we were busy fighting on Twitter, Francis talked about love, compassion, respect for immigrants, the poor, and even LGBTQ+ people. He dropped a "Who am I to judge?" bombshell back in 2013 that blew conservative minds. Environment? Yep, that too. You know that cousin who thinks climate change is a hoax? Pope Francis wrote the Laudato Si encyclical telling everyone straight up, "You're trashing the planet, you fools." Tackled abuse scandals. The church was knee-deep in abuse scandals. Francis tried to clean house, set up commissions, punished priests, spoke openly about it. Did he fix everything? Of course not. But hey, he's a pope, not a magician. Traveled like a rock star. Francis didn't sit around. He visited poor countries, war zones, refugee camps. While you're whining about crowded subways, this man was dodging landmines to say Mass. Reformed Vatican admin. He tried to fix the Vatican's mess of an administration, which was honestly more chaotic than your family's group chat. Transparency, anti-corruption measures, modernized systems. Progress? A bit. Big meetings, big topics. Called synods, giant church meetings, to debate juicy topics like celibacy, gay marriage, the role of women in the church. Because hey, 2,000 years of traditions could use a little updating. Memorable moments and controversies. Obviously, it wasn't all roses and sunshine. Francis seriously ticked off conservatives, like a lot. They called him too progressive, leftist, communist in robes. And him? Smiled, blessed everyone, and kept moving. Some folks said he talked a lot but didn't change much, that his papacy was revolutionary in words, conservative in deeds. Maybe. But come on. If you think changing the church is easy, try changing your family's barbecue menu and watch Wubby Prees unfold. Health problems. Let's be honest. Being Pope isn't exactly a chill desk job. Imagine leading 1.3 billion people and getting memed every time you sneeze. Francis faced health issues as he aged. Colon surgery, bad knee, trouble walking. He needed a wheelchair sometimes, limped around, canceled events. Yet he kept that "I'm totally fine" look, even when he clearly just wanted to be at home watching TV. The death. And then, obviously, the inevitable happened. Pope Francis died at 89, Natural causes, surrounded by friends, bishops, and probably 100 priests hovering around because that's just how these things go. The Vatican pulled out all the stops, bells tolling, crowds gathering at St. Peter's Square. And us? Watching it all unfold live like it was the World Cup final. Legacy. And no, he didn't just die and disappear. Pope Francis left a heavy legacy. He yanked the church's head out of the sand, opened dialogues that were fossilized for centuries, made young people take another look at religion without feeling like they were talking to a stone statue. He connected the church to real-world issues, environment, immigration, inclusion, human rights, all without ditching core Christian values, love, humility, compassion. Whether you liked him or not, dude made waves. Conclusion. So yeah, that's the story. Pope Francis left us, but his mark is going to be there forever, like that graffiti you can't cover no matter how many times you paint over it. Life goes on. The Vatican will elect another pope. The world keeps spinning, and we'll keep whining on Twitter. If you learned something from this video, cool. If you didn't, hey, at least you killed some time. Smash that like button, subscribe, and go say a little prayer for me so I don't forget you in my next one. Peace out.